Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is SoFlo Josh and we're here at Lorenzo Ford to film this 2025 Ford Maverick XL for y'all. With that being said, I want to give a huge shout out to Lorenzo Ford and Thomas DiPrieto for allowing me to film this vehicle. If you guys are interested in purchasing any Ford whatsoever, make sure to go ahead and contact him. He'll be able to assist you. So powering this model is the company's 2.0 turbocharged 4-cylinder producing 238 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque straight through an 8-speed automatic transmission to either the front wheels or all wheels. New for the 2025 model year is that same 2.5 liter naturally aspirated hybridized engine that now can be equipped with all-wheel drive. So the Ford Maverick has been on sale for quite some time now, and it's been a huge success for the Ford Motor Company. I mean, they've been selling a ton of them. There is a huge following with this pickup truck, and there's good reasoning. I mean, it's the right size for a small compact pickup truck. I mean, look at the size of it. It's actually really good. It could fit into tight spaces, and you still get the practicality of having a bed of maybe a mid-sized truck like the Ford Ranger in a small package like this. So let's go ahead and talk about the styling for the Ford Maverick. Now, up at the front, a new grille design has been introduced for this model. We have these octagon style finishes for the inserts right here, and as you see, we do have these gloss black dots all across the whole entire grille design. Now, depending on the trim level you get, you can get this finish in chrome. Maybe like a Lariat will be able to give you the chrome, but since this is the base model, it does come in gloss black. Now, with the Ford logo right here, it's actually more flattened instead of that three-dimensional look like it used to have, which I actually quite like the design that Ford went ahead and did with this. You can get this insert here where it's a blue oval in a black finish. I quite like the blue oval because that is the traditional Ford logo look. Over here on this side, these headlights have actually changed, so they're more of like an upside down J or L shaped design, and they're full LED for the main beam and your high beam assist down here. We do still have incandescent turn signals up at the front. I believe on the top trims you can actually get LED turn signals. Now, over here off to the side, since this is, like I said, the XL, which has the XL badging right there, we do get 17-inch steely style finishes for the wheels. Now, I know this is more of like a work truck vehicle, but I really like that steelies are still even offered on a modern day car like this. Really nice to see that. And then the side profile really hasn't changed too much. We have that same black plastic cladding around the mirror cap, which I like, and on the door handles over here. And then getting to the back, as you see, since this is a unibody truck instead of a body on frame like the Ranger or the F-150, it is going to be all connected to one piece right here into the back. Taillight wise, nothing has really changed for this refresh. You'd still get incandescent bulbs for the turn signals, your brake lights, and your reverse lights right there. The Ford logo, like I mentioned, is also flattened in the back instead of a three-dimensional look. And then opening up the tailgate, since this is the base one, it does not have a soft lowering tailgate, but as you see, tons of space and width to go ahead and add some things in here. There is a little bit of a hump on the side where the wheel wells are at, which is to be expected from a pickup truck, but it does have the spray-in bed liner for this model. I think this is a composite bed liner if I'm not mistaken, but really nice. And then we do get a tow hitch back here, so this does come with the 4K towing capability. You do have your 3-pin and your 7-pin connector off to the side. But let's go ahead and get into the interior. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the interior. So opening up the door, as you see, we do have this blue design up on the top portion of the door card. Really nice the fact that we see a kind of distinct color on the top portion as well as the bottom portion of here, and you'll even see that inside the interior. We have a cloth right here to go ahead and put your elbow. Really like the fact that Ford added these rivets. Now, the cool thing about this part is that you can go ahead and actually switch this. So let's say, for example, you want to have like the upper trim where it has either the blue or the orange style finish for this door handle area. You can actually do that, or I've seen people do this. They 3D print a different design here, and I've seen people put different colors as well as their own design logo and so on and so forth. Really nice to see that Ford has really done a lot of things in this vehicle to be able to accessorize it and make it your own. Got your window switch gears right here, door lock, unlock, your door handle as well, and in an area to put a large bottle of water and some snacks, speaker grill right there. And then you have a full-on non-power seat as well, so they're full manual. The good thing about these seats is the fact that they are manual controlled, so you don't have to worry about waiting for the motor or even the vehicle to be on in order for it to be powered completely on and be fast whenever you're getting into the car. It's very straightforward. I love the fact that we have the manual seats in here. Now, getting into the interior, the steering wheel right here, nice 9-3 grip area. That is finished in a rubber design. It's not full on leather, so we don't have any of the stitching whatsoever, but this is a work truck. You know, this is what you're gonna expect when it comes to a work truck like this one. We have your whole presets right here to go ahead and control like the audio system to lower or increase, as well as answering phone calls over here. You can even use it to dictate exactly, for example, if you have it embedded with the Apple CarPlay, you can ask Siri to go ahead and actually call somebody for you. And then over here to the left, we have the cruise control area. So this will be able to preset the cruise control area. It is going to be very helpful, and it even has forward collision warning with this vehicle. Speaking about safety, we do have blind spot detection. We even have lane departure and lane keep assist with this vehicle, so it's really nice. Nice large 7-inch digital gauge cluster right down the middle. It does show your vehicle. Now, depending on what you want to display, you can actually display certain things like the towing, your overall fuel economy. You can just go into here and actually see exactly what's going to be on the left, what your fuel economy is all in all. Very nice, really nice interior. And then the new thing for 2025 is the 13.2-inch touchscreen display. So this is going to house basically everything. Even the climate control is actually embedded into here now. So gone is the old 8-inch touchscreen display with the little cubby section off to the right, and now we have a full touchscreen display right here, which is really nice. You have some apps, you got some settings as well. You can even put this section right here to display. If we go to displays, you can actually change the color to go ahead and have it more of a night mode as well. So you see right there, it's more darkened instead of having it brighter, which I actually like this. I would actually prefer doing this whenever you are driving a vehicle. We have your climate vents down here in the middle for the driver and the passenger, and you have your volume control as well as to put the screen in calm mode, so you can go ahead and do that. Auto hold function, and then you have your emergency lights right there. USB type C, a regular USB, and then some cubby sections to put your phone down here, as well as some area to put maybe like some snacks or anything else. You got your switch gear for your reverse. As you see, the rear camera is really high quality. Actually, it's probably better, it's the best within the industry if you were to compare to even, for example, the Honda Civic. The Honda Civic doesn't really have a good quality camera system. This actually has a really good camera system. It does come with trajectory, and since this model does come with the 4K tow package, it does have your rear sensor, so whenever you're backing up, it does do that. And it even has cross traffic alert, so that means if there's a vehicle coming that you can't see, it will alert you and tell you, hey, do not back up. But 2 cup holders, another cubby space, and more cubby space right there with a large center bin right there as well. And it is padded right here. Very nice padding material on the top portion of the center console area with some stitching all across, and it is finished in that same exact blue that we saw on the door card over there. Now, getting over here, we do have a compartment bin right here, so you can go ahead and put some stuff in, and we even got a bin over here at the top. So really nice interior so far. Let's go ahead and get to the back. So getting into the back, opening up the door, as you see, it doesn't open in a full 90-degree angle, but it is enough space to go ahead and fit a baby seat over here comfortably in the back. So let's go ahead and talk about the door card. Same exact material we saw up at the front with that blue design. cloth padding right here. You got that nice rivets that are exposed, area to put your drinks as well. And in the seats, cloth material, same exact that we found in the front. Now, one interesting thing is that you can go ahead and flip this up, lock it into place, and you have a ton of space back here in the back. I really love that Ford has this bin style finish for this model. Now, I think on the hybridized model, it actually is not going to be able to be used because of the fact that it does have, you know, the battery compartment down over here in the back. But it's good to see that the 2.0 actually has that as well. So getting into the front, or I should say in the back, closing up the door, really nice solid sounding whenever you're closing the back door as well as the front. 2 USB type C's. Now, one interesting thing is that Ford did this little cutout here. You can go ahead and do a 3D print design, and you could put maybe like a tablet right here for your kids to be sitting back here if they want to watch a show or anything like that. Easily add that in. I've seen a ton of people do that in the Maverick community. Very, very cool that Ford does that as well. But sitting back here at 6 foot tall, tons of headroom space. The way that the overall roof is designed is really good. We even get an area right here, full LED lighting at the front and at the back, but it feels very, very comfortable back here. Tons of legroom space as well, and it even has a little bit of play over here in the back. So that means somebody who's going to be a little bit taller, maybe like 6'7", will be able to sit back here comfortably as well. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and take this puppy out for a drive. All right, so setting off in the 2025 Ford Maverick, let's go ahead and gun it a little bit. It shifts down and it does really, really good. The way that Ford has actually tuned this transmission with the 2.0 turbocharged 4-cylinder is actually really good. The brakes feel fantastic as well to stop this small vehicle. Now, like I said, 2.0 turbo 4-cylinder underneath the hood. New for 2025 2.5 liter with the hybridized engine as well as all-wheel drive. You can finally get all-wheel drive in the hybridized version. So if you're somebody who wants to have a little bit more power than saving fuel economy, even though this 2.0 turbo does a really good job when it comes to the fuel economy overall, go for this one. If you want something that is going to save you on fuel, go for the hybridized version. You know, the hybridized version is really good. It has a CVT transmission for that model, but it does come with the all-wheel drive, which is something that so many people have requested within the Maverick community, as well as potential future buyers of the Maverick. Now, when it comes to this vehicle, this is the base version, so you're going to have a little bit of sound being implemented from the road noise. It doesn't have a lot of insulation that you would see within the higher trims. Once you start going up the ladder, like XLT, the Lariat trim, even the Lobo version that's actually brand new for this model year, is gonna have more sound deadening to mitigate the overall intrusion of sound. But this is a work truck. You know, you don't really care for things like that. You know, as long as the car is comfortable, it gets you from point A to point B, that's all that matters. Now, visibility outside the vehicle, really good. Seeing outside the front, even the rear with this rear view right here, really good. There is no blind spots whatsoever from what I've noticed sitting in this vehicle. And whenever it comes to like doing U-turns or anything like that, it's really, really good actually. And this new touchscreen display, I really like the fact that they've incorporated a larger touchscreen, especially in this class. Nobody competes in this class. I mean, Ford is the only one. Chevy doesn't have anything, neither does Toyota, which is something you would have expected to have. The only other car I could see that competes against this, well, I truly think it does compete against this, is Hyundai's Santa Cruz. But the Hyundai Santa Cruz, honestly, just styling wise, just doesn't look as good as what the Maverick does. You know, it's just the right car for the right time. That's exactly what the Maverick is. It's well built, has a ton of following online. There is a ton of people who do customizations. I've seen people lower these cars, you know, put spoilers on the back, done different liveries to this vehicle. It is one of the best, you know, compact trucks to ever be offered in the competition space. All right, so let's go ahead and do a U-turn here, and let's see what the turning radius is like. And honestly, it's not too bad at all, actually. Really good turning radius. Let's go ahead and floor it. It does really good. You can even hear the turbocharge, the blow-off valve coming through this side section over here in the passenger side. Phenomenal car. Ford, hats off to you for building such a well-designed car, as well as a well-powertrained vehicle. I mean, you have two options that are going to be great for either customer that comes into the front door, and you guys nailed it perfectly. I want to give a huge shout out once again to Lorenzo Ford for allowing me to film this vehicle. If you guys are interested, make sure to go ahead and contact Tommy. He'll be able to assist you. With that being said, y'all, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Peace.